Many of you hear me speak a lot about stillness. Stillness for hearing the divine, stillness for imagineering your path, stillness to transform the thoughts and emotions that destroy rather than serve. And the reason why all this is possible is because in stillness, you're not attached to any thought or emotion or any result. Nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to be, nothing to choose. Just observe. Some are so attached to feeling something, doing something, that the idea of doing nothing feels powerless, useless. But this is the space between real and unreal. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. There's a story of a tree that enjoys being useless. The tree has grown to very large size, and the whole village worships this tree. Its branches are too twisted to be used for anything. Its trunk is too split to be used for anything. And so one day, a carpenter sees this tree, and he sees the tree as worthless lumber. But the tree responds to the carpenter in a dream and asks him, "What do you want to compare me to? One of these cultivated trees? The hawthorn, the pear, the orange, the rest of those fructiferous trees and shrubs? When their fruit is ripe, they get plucked. And that is an insult. So do their abilities embitter their lives. That's why they die young. They batter themselves with the vulgar conventions of the world. Regardless of the size of the tree or its being worshipped, to the carpenter, the tree is nothing. Nothing more than a waste of space. The existence of that tree serves no purpose. However, the tree feels blessed by its uselessness. It survives while other useful trees are cut down to be used as wood or damaged by such violence. The tree's very life is saved by its being useless, while its fellow trees that produce things of use are destroyed. In other words, in viewing something simply in terms of its usefulness, we have denied its right to be. And so it is for many people. We deny our right to just be. We feel so compelled to be used. There's a term some of you are familiar with, wu wei. This term wu wei, it's translated as actionless action. On the surface, this might appear like it's an excuse for laziness or inaction, but it's really an ability to let beings be. No forcing. No forcing our will or imposing utility onto others, including yourself. When do you let yourself just to be? We are really hard on ourselves, aren't we? Always have to be, always have to do, yet when you offer them a way to be nothing, they have to find what it will do for them. You want me to be nothing? Oh, you want me to meditate? Well, what will that produce? Will it make me age better? Will it make me think better? Will it manifest something? What will it make them? What will it help them do? What will it get them? Why don't you just let yourself be like the tree wanted? Be nothing. But we're in this fast moving society, so we have to see some type of return. Nothing gets you nothing. So we have to see something. The tree had so much power being useless. For the tree, it had no desire to be used. It was completely fine right where it was. But if it chose to be used, it won't be because it was useless and wanted to be used. Rather, the choice would be about, what am I offering? What am I offering? Not how am I going to be used? Many times we don't know that we choose because of expectations or how we look if we didn't be the role we play in society. And so the tree had complete control over its choice of wanting to be useless. The choice came from itself, not others. Choosing to fulfill expectations is choosing from lack. How do you know if your choices are lack or are from power? This is why being in this space between real and unreal is so powerful, because we can choose everything from here. In this place, we make things real, we make things unreal. This place of nothingness is our natural state. It's how the soul navigates in this human shell called the body. For some, it's where they hear the ancestors, where they hear Allah, where they focus on relaxing the parasympathetic nerve and utilize the neuro-linguistic programming and tap into the brain's deepest states of consciousness, or reach a Buddhist state of enlightenment. Whichever path you follow, there's a requirement to do nothing in order for your higher self to show up in life every day. But we are something so much all the time. We would hate to be nothing. Even if we tried, we wouldn't be good at it. It would take a lot of practice to be nothing. The place of nothing is the space between real and unreal. It's a moment where time doesn't exist. It's the Garden of Eden. And society has every intention to get you caught up in the everyday hustle. With every thought, every emotion, it's all about a hustle, grind. Be better, do better. And so we're disconnected from our natural state of being, which is in nothingness. This is our original state. This is the space where the soul breathes. The space between real and unreal. God is in everything. But the origin of creation happens between real and unreal. Because God makes the unreal real, or makes the real unreal. And we are in the likeness and image of God. So there is a space that we can be familiar with. And it's in between the real and the unreal. This is stillness. This is nothingness. And I know many people adopt the atheistic perspective of no God, but yet there you are in meditation, reaching a place of stillness with the ability to do things with the mind that can't be explained by science. So there is a concerted effort to be sure that we don't want to feel natural in our divine space. There's no sound here. There's no words here. Whatever is happening out here of our body has no effect in this place. This place is calm. quiet, dark, comfortable, like a womb. And in this space between real and unreal is where we produce the seed that's birthed, an action that's birthed, a choice that is birthed, a story that is birthed. You are more useful being useless. Because in your natural state of being, you can choose what you want to give attention to. You don't have to be attached to the emotions. And this is the practice. This is what happens when we are in the position of observer. No matter what you're dealing with, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're processing, you have grace and mercy to sit in that place between real and unreal and be awakened to the power you have of choice. But the practice is through the meditation, through the prayer, to be comfortable in this place between real and unreal. This is why I speak so much about stillness and nothingness. You're useful when you're useless.